origins and clans, which some researchers refer to as sub-tribes because the differences among them are relatively minor. The Kuria homeland stretches from Migori district in Kenya to Musoma district in Tanzania. The Kuria are divided into several clans which live both in Kenya and in Tanzania. In Kenya, there are 4 clans found, while in Tanzania, there are 13. According to legend, a prophet named Limo told the clan that God wanted them to leave their current area. So they picked up and left, crossing over to the uplands of the Serengeti to a place called the Mara River. They eventually met 2 tribes called the Wapopo and the Wakenye. The Wapopo were a matriarchy led by a woman, while the Wakenye were led by the Mutemi, who was a leader chosen by the people. The migrating Kuria spoke with the Mutemi, who offered them a place to settle and build. Eventually, the population of the 3 clans grew until they occupied the border of Kenya and Tanzania near 2 Maasai strongholds called Kevorati and Gatende. The Kuria chased away the Maasai living in the region and stole their cows, forcing them to relocate to a place known as Wamusome. According to some researchers, the name Kuria was applied to the entire community of sub-tribes by early colonial chiefs in order to distinguish them from other Luo groups along the southern shores of Lake Victoria who were known as Abasuba. Researchers point out that the name only became generally accepted as a collective ethnic name in the 1940s and 1950s, at a time when tribes in Kenya were seeking political recognition from the colonial authorities. The differing views on how the group got its name explains why it has not gained wide acceptance within the community, as many people still largely identify themselves by their subgroup names. Some within the Kuria community believe their ancestors migrated from the region known today as Sudan in 2 groups. One group came through western Kenya, and the other traveled through Uganda and crossed over to Tanzania by boat. There are others within the community who believe their ancestors migrated from Egypt as 3 clans called Wakira, Wakenya, and Wameria. The clans used the Nile River to make it down to East Africa, where they settled near Lake Victoria. Later on, they migrated southwards to a mountain in Tanzania. Upon reaching the mountain, the clans parted ways, with the Wakenya and Wakira migrating further south, while the Wameria crossed the mountain and continued to Magongo in Tanzania. The Maasai strategized on how to attack the Kuria by using darkness as a weapon. They formed 3 squads of warriors, positioning them to attack from 3 different locations. The 3-tiered attack was